Well, I've never tried a live before. So, see what happens here. I don't know. I don't even know if there's a way to see what anyone's saying.
You're live?
I'm live.
Okay. Wait.
Mrs. Truckn does not want to be in the live. Hey, hi from Fort Worth. Let me see. How do I how do I keep these chats open so they don't disappear on me? Free living. That's what I'm doing. I'm camping. This is what I'm doing. Free living and camping. Brampton, Ontario. Hey. We're camping at St. Malo, Manitoba, St. Malo Provincial Park. Really nice campground. Is there a way that the chats don't disappear? Noreen from Fort Worth, Texas. Hey, Adam from Brampton. Cheers. Yeah, I don't know what. Past videos are awesome, documenting your success. Thanks. Yeah, appreciate that. This is what I do. I'm just sharing my life, my journey from a lifelong battle of dieting, yo-yo dieting, and finding something that's finally sustainable, something that I can enjoy my life without worrying about all the food noise, that goes on, all the food noise with, worrying about does this food have too many carbohydrates in it? That's obviously not an issue anymore. I'm enjoying a whiskey and Coke tonight. Actually, it's 100%. It's not Diet Coke, and it's Friday. It's free living Friday, free living weekends. I do well, like I've said in many of my videos. Sunday to Thursday, when I'm on the road, I'm basically living plant-based, whole foods, high carb, low fat. Basic meals are fruit and vegetables and starch and beans. Beans are a big part of it because I love the beans, and I know a lot of people are afraid of the beans because of the gas issues and everything. But trust me, I used to have the same issues with eating the beans, and once your gut your guts are used to it. Once your digestive system gets used to the beans, I have zero gas, zero bloating with beans now, and it's definitely I find it an essential part. If you're going to be plant based in any way, I think definitely you want to go with beans for just a high source of plant based protein. For me, it works. I'm not much into quinoa. I personally don't eat oatmeal. I enjoy just light fruit to start the day. Even this morning, we're camping here, and I got up this morning and I had a couple cups of coffee with actual real sugar in it, and a couple bananas, and we took the dogs for a really nice long hike today. And then I didn't. It just kind of light, actually. Just doing the liquid bread diet this afternoon, to be honest with you. But tonight I have actually. I'm just waiting on the got the campfire there. It's getting just letting the fire die down so the coals are good, and we've got a couple nice ribeyes we're cooking up tonight, and we got some shrimp and vegetables that we're gonna do over the fire, just all open fire cooking tonight. It's gonna be real good. And what else we got? Oh, corn. We got corn on the cob. Gonna just wrap it in tin foil, cook it over the fire. Everything is cooked right over the fire tonight, and it's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be good. Yeah. Let's see, it says we got 17 people here. You guys have any questions? I don't know. I'm not your guru, so yeah, I don't know. You can ask me what I'm doing. You can ask me what you can ask my opinion on anything. I'll give you an opinion, but it may not be the best advice. It'll just be my opinion. So go ahead. It's strange. I've never done a live, so yeah. What country am I? Let's see, who is that? Let's see. Oh, Adam said like eating fruit. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, why does this? I'm gonna have to learn how to do this better because figure out why these chats disappear. Okay, maybe if I just free living. Yeah, got that. What would you choose while free living? That's free living. That's what life is about. That's what life is about. I'm from Canada, so Maritas, Trinidad. I'm from Canada. Missy, God bless. Thanks. Thank you. God bless you too. Tyler. Okay. Oh, Tyler, that's your grandmother's account. Okay. All right, Tyler. Yeah, well, this is my account. Sweet Truckn's account. Yeah. So basically, yeah, I do plant-based, high carb, low fat all week long. And you know what? I make the food interesting. It's delicious. I don't miss anything. But like I've said in a lot of my videos, I probably have it in many ways a lot easier than people that are home 7 days a week, because if I don't bring it into the truck with me, it's not there to tempt me. It's basically just what I bring with me is what I have to eat. So in that way, it's kind of a little easier. So yeah. How's my workouts going? Those lunges around the truck, hey Adam. Yeah, no, it's great. So how it's going right now, I've added in body weight exercises, as I've said in a video there. I just basically when I was doing my sugar fast, going way back to February, I didn't have a lot of exercise. I definitely wasn't doing any body weight exercises at the time. I started off when I started the sugar fast. I was trying to get some extra walking in, but it's February and I gave that up real quick. But I always did when I'm home. I have a recumbent exercise bike that I ride. So how it would work was Sunday night I'd go to work, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I'd be on the road, and I get home Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday I always rode my bike. And then now I've actually bought a walking treadmill. The nice thing about the walking treadmills is they're real small and it actually fits really nice inside my truck. So so Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday while I'm on the road, I actually jump on the walking treadmill and I can get 10,000 steps. And actually, it's over 10,000 steps because I don't stop multiple times at night while I'm driving, because once you hit play, you're going. So in the truck, once you hit start on your log hours, you're counting down, so you don't have time to be stopping for long periods of time. So while I'm at my before I start my shift, I actually get on my treadmill and I do a 90-minute walk, and I just crank it up. It's at 4 miles an hour. It's not inclined, obviously, because it's just sitting flat inside the cab of the truck. But 4 miles an hour for 90 minutes, I get my somewhere around 11,000 steps in there, and that's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now when I'm home on the weekends, obviously when I'm not camping, I jump on the bike for about an hour ride each day. So yeah. Oh, and so I do push-ups a couple times a night. While I could do a walk around my vehicle. So I gotta. So I've said I mentioned in a vehicle or in a video previous the type of truck driving I do is I pull what's called turnpikes here in Canada, and it's two double 53-foot trailers. So according to law, I have to stop within the first hour and do a full walk around vehicle inspection, and then company policy dictates that I stop every 2 hours to do another walk around. So I got to walk around the vehicle. So two of those, what I'm doing right now is two of those. I'll stop and I'll do a couple sets of push-ups and a couple sets of walking lunges. So that's how the exercise is going, and it's been working out really good. Let's see here. Oh, morning in the Philippines. Nice. Yeah, it's 6 p.m. here. We're getting ready for supper. As soon as those the embers get down, the coals are ready to get the food going. I'm gonna be jumping on there. Um, do I have a wife? I have. Yes, I have a wife. She's inside the camper and she has no interest in being on any videos. So I'm going to respect her choices and not going to bring her out here. I did do a video a couple weeks back where I was camping, and it was a week-long camping vacation. And I said, my wife made me fat on vacation, and if you want to if you want to see what she looked like, I did take a picture. I used that as the thumbnail for that video. Um, let's see what else we got here. How about 21st century homestead? How about pasta protocol? You done potatoes, rice, and beans? Yes, I've done. Well, beans have just been a staple. Whether I've done yes, potato and ketchup only. But I've done in my regular diets potatoes, and when I did rice the last couple weeks, beans were a part of that as well. So beans have always kind of been a staple of that, other than when I just did like potato and ketchup only. Pasta. Um, you know, I guess I could try that. I'm not that huge of a fan of. It doesn't it's never really interested me as having pasta as the staple, as the anchor. Like, you know how you can have potatoes as an anchor to your meal, or you can have rice as an anchor to a meal, and then I guess you could have pasta. But like for me, I think pasta for an entire week straight, I would, I guess it's something I could try for sure. I could definitely think about doing that. Uh, are you in Colorado? No, I'm in Canada. Uh, Queen Kong Fitness. No, I am Canadian and I am in Canada. Um, Spike, G Spike, I believe why the sugar diet worked for you. You didn't use highly processed high fructose corn syrup, GMO hydrolyzed starch. Cole said it was the same as sugar. That's why people got sick. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't use high fructose corn syrup. I used actual sugar, which is sucrose, which is 50% glucose, 50% fructose. So yeah, I don't know. I didn't do 100% high fructose corn syrup for sure. Yeah, 7 a.m. there, eh? 7 a.m. So we're 11 hours. Yeah, 11 hours ahead or behind, I guess. Maybe behind. Um, have you noticed any muscle growth, weight gain from muscle? They always say muscle weighs more. Um, it could be. It could be. Like, because after my 2 weeks on rice, my weight actually was up a wee bit, about a pound and a half after 2 weeks on the rice. Obviously, I mean, I haven't puffed right out, so I'm not like worried about that. I don't. It's hard to say, like, after like just a week, like, or a couple weeks, to say whether you're gaining muscle. I'm not. I've never chased muscle, and that's one thing about I guess uh, when and I'm sure people, when I say this, people that have come from a background of dieting and worrying about just not being fat, especially people that were overweight as children. Um, I I never chased a big like I've got my best friend since we were growing up, best friend since we were 12 years old. He was the complete opposite of me. I was the chubby kid and he was a scrawny kid. And his whole life he just wanted to be big, muscular and buff. And I just wanted to be thin like all the other kids that were just naturally thin. So I I I don't chase the big, muscle top. Uh, I know when we're all kids, like especially those of a certain age, Gen X, those of us born in the '70s, growing up in the '80s, and our idols were Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone, Dolph Lundgren. You know, all these guys that were big muscle guys, and if a guy wasn't big and muscular in a movie, I wasn't even interested in watching. Yeah, of course, when you're a kid, but I never grew up to become someone that wanted to be in the gym to become big and huge. In my early 20s, when I went to the gym, I was jumping on the treadmill or jumping on the stairmaster, jumping on the elliptical because I was just chasing anti-body fat. So, um, yeah, I'm still not one to worry about being big and muscular. I just want to be healthy. I want to be comfortable in my body. I want to be comfortable in my skin. And the only reason I'm adding the exercise in now is simply because I want to age. I want to age well. I don't want to be frail. I'm going to be. This is August now. Next month I'm going to be 51. So I don't want to. I don't want to be like I see with my parents in their 70s, in their late 70s, and I see how their their mobility is terrible. I don't want that for myself. So that's my reason for adding exercise in. Not to become. I don't want to become a gym bro. I'm not chasing big giant muscles. I'm chasing fitness and just mobility and basically. Um, let's see what else we got here. Ah, fruit juice during the day, rice and potatoes at night. Hey, that's a great strategy if you are looking for losing weight. Definitely, I'm not anti protein myself. Obviously, my sugar fast was very low in protein, but I do. I would say that even if you're not doing animal based, then definitely you should try to get a decent amount of plant protein. There's because I think that a lot of the plant based doctors and stuff. Um, well, some of them, yeah, were kind of anti too much protein, but a lot of them are also, if it's plant based, they're not so worried about it because I'm not going to get into the uh, the health claims because that just gets your YouTube channel in trouble, and there are certain claims, and you look at some of the people like Dr. Walter Longo on longevity and things like that, and there's certain amino acids that they're concerned about with certain health outcomes, and I think about that. I mean, obviously, yes, I'm having steak tonight. I'm having shrimp tonight. It's the weekend, and I'm camping, and I'm not I'm not a vegan, but I am plant based during the week. However, I know there's people that are a lot smarter than me that have studies that will show that animal proteins are terrible for you. And then I know there's people a lot smarter than me that have studies that will show you that, um, you know, animal proteins completely out of the diet is not good for you. So, I try to find a path that's somewhat, in between there. Um, let's see. 21st Century Homestead. I just wanted to say thank you. Your channel has helped me so much. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. That's I only want to jump on here if I can bring value to people because I'm not interested in health coaching, and that's too much responsibility for me. I don't. I'm responsible. Being responsible for my own life is enough for me. Yeah, I don't want to be responsible for telling somebody else how they should live their life. That's and you know what? People can do that. That's their own thing. But I'm happy. I'm happy just sharing my journey, and you know, like I've said, it's some of the choices. I don't always make the best choices, but I'm pretty sure I make some good. I mean, like, the way I'm feeling, the way I'm living my life, I feel like I'm making some decent choices. And even if those aren't going to be the choices that you make for yourself, maybe at least it helps you think about what better choices you can actually make for yourself. Um, so yeah, thanks. Spike, G Spike, you look awesome. Well, I appreciate that. And sorry, my wife is messaging me here. Hey, if you got something to say, come out and say it, sweetie. Nope, we're not going to hear from her. uh, Recently added raw cucumber, and man, it makes me fuller than any other vegetable. Hey, that's awesome. Actually, last night, speaking of raw cucumber, I made a delicious tzatziki. And we ate that over the I cooked some pork souvlaki we got from Costco. It was all pre-seasoned, and did the open fire cooking last night. And the tzatziki was delicious. It was cucumbers that we actually, well, when I say we, my wife grew in our garden at home. So and we also had some fresh beans out of our garden. So those were delicious. So I gotta say, I'm a big fan of fresh cucumber. Um, uh, what's this? Rested Warrior, you look great and you're an inspiration to us all. Thanks, Rested. I say thanks, buddy. I'm assuming Rested Warrior is a guy, or thanks. Um, yeah, so I don't know. I just figured I'd try out a live here to see how it works. Maybe in the future I'll do more. It's rather than just you know doing. I mean, all my videos that I do are off the cuff, anyways. I don't script anything. I might have a point or two that I jot down that I'll look up and try to think about going over. But for the most part, everything is just straight off. Other than one cooking video I did where I actually had to do some editing. I don't like editing, guys. I just want to shoot something and post it, gone, and then wait for the aftermath of what sort of comments I'm gonna get. Love or hate, I'll take it all. I never delete anybody's comments. I may ignore it if I don't like it, but I don't delete comments on my. And for the most part, I gotta say, the people that follow me are awesome. You guys are awesome. I've got very very few trolls, and you know what, that means a lot. Like, because I see other people, especially people that started up in the age of sugar, YouTube channels that started up in the last few months, like I did. I mean, I only started this. I think my first video I put out was in May, and yeah, it was because the sugar diet was blowing up. I'll admit it. But the reason why was because I was following it. I did a sugar fast from February 4th to March 6th, and then I was doing high carb, low fat, so basically a sugar diet. Yeah, I wasn't. I never got into the Sour Patch Kids and everything. I know I did a video where I did say everyone was talking about Sour Patch Kids, and I showed a bag of jujubes, because yeah, I like jujubes better than Sour Patch, and on the weekends I'll enjoy some candy, but it's not my diet. It's not the sugar diet that I've followed for the last 5 months. It's just a treat, and just like a whiskey and Coke is a treat, just like a ribeye for me is a treat. It's not a staple. This is one meal out of a week, right? So Anyways, I get on to rambling. Okay, what do we got here? Live is exciting. Keep making videos too. I'm a grandma. I do this higher sugar eating and love it, but no weight loss. But have a great energy. You know what? I well, and that's why that's one of the big reasons why I don't come on here as a guru, because nothing, it kind of irks me when someone comes on and just, you know, tries to market themselves as a guru and will tell you that, hey, this one way of eating is going to work for every single person. This the way I'm doing it is the way you should do it, is the way everybody should do it. That bugs me. Because you know what? No, that obviously does not work. It does. I mean, for like how many years? So, I think I bought Sean Baker's book in 2017 when I think that's when it came out, 2017 or 2018. So I've been part of it. Like the carnivore thing. The carnivore thing didn't work out for me, and I tried hard. I've got the book. I don't have it here with me camping, but you know what? If I do a live sometime from home, I'll show you. I've got Sean Baker's book, The Carnivore Diet. I bought it. The Carnivore Code. You know, like these things, the low carb, the very first book that I ever bought on diet was in my earlier mid 20s, and it was called Sugar Busters. And that led me down my entire adult life, basically 30 years of low carb eating, which led from yo-yo diet to yo-yo diet to yo-yo diet. I have never been able to keep weight off. I'm here 6 months later on a high carb, low fat diet, free living weekends, and basically weight stable. So, anyways, that's yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Um, Great to see you trying out trying out the hot show. Wild Angela Muscle, yes. Trying out live, yes. I don't. We'll see how it goes. Um, Ren, I've heard from another creator that lives in portrait mode get pushed to the shorts tabs, so you get wider audiences, not just your subs, but it means you can get more mirrors, minors, and trolls. Okay, well, here's the thing. I am right now. I'm talking to you on my iPad, and when I had my iPad faced like flat, it told me I had to tilt it in order to. So I couldn't even start my live until I angled it this way. So, yeah. Well, how's the treadmill, lunges, and push-ups training going? It's going good. It's going good. I haven't been going crazy. Like I've been steadily increasing. So now I'm up to my very first video I posted about the push-ups and lunges. I did 40 push-ups twice that night. 40 was a little much. I was biting off a little more than I could chew. So what I'm finding is twice a night when I stop, I'll do 2 sets of 30, and I can do better form that way. um, but that ends up being 120 push-ups a day, and then my walking lunges on top of that. Um, did the carnivore due to high sugar problem? It worked at first, but then my sugar went through the roof. This sugar diet has lowered my sugar to normal, so I love it. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was so insulin resistant. It's the old trope. You know, I couldn't look at a cookie. I couldn't smell a loaf of fresh baked bread without putting on 10 pounds, and that's exactly how I was. And I don't know, because I'm not an expert. I can only speak on my personal experience. My personal experience was when I did a sugar fast for 30 days straight, it seemed to completely reverse my insulin resistance. And I'm not saying that that's the healthiest way to go about it. It may be better off to take the longer term, to take a longer approach. But once I came off that 30-day sugar fast, I went straight into a high carb, low fat maintenance diet, and that worked for me. It seemed to me it seemed that it accelerated the process of getting my body used to carbs again. So um, yeah, I'm just thankful that now I can do high carb, um, because honestly, life sucks without carbohydrates, guys, doesn't it? Carbs are life, Dead G. Yes, carbs are life. Um, let's see what I got here. Are you gonna do before and after pics of your progress with the workouts? Well, I, I'm doing the workouts as just health. I mean, I'm not. I mean, I've done before and afters. I did before and afters with my 30-day sugar fast. I did before and afters with my 7-day potato fast. I mean, I think there was a notable difference. I mean, granted, it was only 5.4 pounds in a week, but I think I noticed an actual physical difference in appearance. Whew, I'm getting shiny here. It's warm. I think I noticed. I think I noticed the difference in 7 days there. I'm not interested in, like, the, kind of the point of why I wanted a channel here was to just show people that they could be regular people. I mean, health gurus are not going to sit there and drink a Ryan Coke on camera with you. Regular health gurus aren't going to tell you that they're eating jujubes on the weekends, and health gurus they want to show you perfect bodies and everything. I want to be a regular dude, just a regular guy. I drive a truck. I'm just a regular guy who's living a regular life, who can actually maintain just a a healthy weight. That's all I've wanted my whole life, is just be a healthy weight, to be normal, not worry about. Of course, now I'm actually abnormal, I guess, when you look around at most people and the weight that most people carry around. Now, what's this? I want you to prove to men that they can eat this way and not lose their muscles. Not lose their muscles. Well, I guess if I was going to prove that you can eat this way and not lose your muscles, I would have to first have a bunch of muscles, which yeah. Um, I don't know. Okay. So look at people that promote protein consumption. You go on the very low end, and how has the rice and molasses been going? I'm done. I'm done with rice for now. On the low end, so someone of me at 170 pounds, on the low end would be 57 grams of protein a day. That's like somewhere around point 0.8, point 0.7, zero point 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. And then you go to the ultra high end, you know, like the bodybuilder, 2 grams of protein, which would be over 300 grams of protein. I've been sitting around like just on my meals, and it's easy because I pre-make, I batch cook, I pre-make my meals before I hit the road, so I know exactly what's in each meal I make. And I'm sitting on average around 70 and 75 grams of protein a day during the week. 75. Yes, and it's obviously plant-based protein. I do not feel that I am losing muscle mass at that. And then on the weekends, yes, obviously Fridays and Saturdays, I allow for animal based, but usually that's only like the last meal, like when I have this evening, when I have my steak and corn on the cob and shrimp. That's the only animal-based meal that I've had today. I've eaten fruit and a few wobbly pops throughout the day. So um, I don't have a lot of animal protein on the week. Um, but that's me. I'm not saying that's what everyone else does, but I don't feel that I'm losing weight. But at the same time, I don't want to be like. For one, I don't think I have the enthusiasm to be like. in order to be someone who wants to show off their body, a big, strong, fit body, you got to be. That's not my thing, and I don't disparage people because I think health and fitness is great, and but the fitness and health that I'm after is not being a meathead. It's not being a gym bro. And nothing against gym bros. You know, go for it, guys. You know, get big and bulky if you want. I just that's not what I want to be. I just want to be able to live healthy and age gracefully, I guess. Um, how was the rice? Okay, rice and molasses. Yes, rice is done. Yeah, I mentioned on the video, on my last video there that I did, that I felt a lot more bloated on rice than I do on potatoes. Molasses is still great. Still taking molasses. Actually, I love having molasses in my coffee rather than just straight sugar. There's a lot of actually a lot of stuff left in that. Well, the only thing molasses is before sugar's finished being processed, being completely refined. So molasses still has a lot of the nutrients left in it, so including potassium. So I do like molasses, even molasses in just straight hot water as a coffee alternative. Um, let's see what else we got here. I like this. Okay. What does Mrs. Trucker think about the ripped Mr. Trucker? Sun's up, guns out. Mrs. Trucker, what do you think about ripped Mr. Trucker? Nope, no response. Um, need to lose. Sorry, what was that? Oh, I just heard the next campsite over. Oh, okay. Need to lose 60 pounds. Yeah. So my heaviest, I am currently so at 170, 30, 40. I'm 55 pounds less than the heaviest I've ever been. Um, the biggest I ever was 225, and that was during the pandemic. And and I did things. Of course, that's going back to in 2022. I dropped a bunch of weight then, but I did it the way I'd always thought did previously, just by starving myself, by fasting. The way I used to go to lose weight, and this was what I always do to vacation, is I would fast. I'd go to work Sunday night and usually not eat until Thursday when I got home. I was rolling 48s, 72s constantly, 96. And I'm so glad to be out of that. So glad to be out of that. So yes, this last time that I lost weight on the sugar diet was only 31 pounds that I lost, compared to 55 pounds on fasting. But never before have I kept it off for more than so. Every time that I would lose weight before was basically for I was going to go on vacation and I couldn't stand the body I was in to be on vacation, so I would starve myself. I would fast and get down to where I would feel comfortable. I'd come back from vacation and within 2-3 weeks I was up 15, 20 pounds again already. So this is the only time in my entire adult life where I have dropped weight, because we're going on 6 months now since I started the sugar fast. 5 months post sugar fast that I've actually been able to keep the weight off. So I gotta say, there's a better way than starving yourself. And I understand if you got 60 pounds to lose. I understand. I know what that's like. I know what it's like, and it can be done, and it can be done in a healthy way. It may not be the best way to drop 30 pounds in a month. That's just what I did. But also, like I said before, I dropped 30 pounds in a month. Once I started refeeding again after the sugar fast, 5 pounds went back up. But then I lost that 5 pounds the next month. It was only 5 pounds in a month, but that was on my sustainable diet. That was doing what I'm eating right now: high carb, low fat, mind you, on the weekends I wasn't free living. So here's the thing. On the weekends, if you want to continue, if I wanted to continue dropping weight, I wouldn't be free living. I wouldn't be eating ribeyes and shrimp on the weekends. I wouldn't be eating pork souvlaki and tzatziki. I wouldn't be having, I had no alcohol during my weight loss. So if I was still looking to lose weight rather than just maintain, I would be sticking through the weekends on the same diet that I had during the week, because the sustainable diet that I'm doing now is what I did to continue to lose 5 pounds. It was much slower than 30 pounds in a month, yes, but that's what taught me how I can continue to, basically live without regaining all the weight. So yes, my sustainable diet, if I didn't free live on the weekends, would still be dropping. I'm sure there'd be a point where it would no longer continue to drop off, but yeah. So the sustainable diet is actually still a weight loss diet. My high carb, low fat, plant based is still basically a weight loss diet. It's just I overcompensate on the weekends so that it just becomes a maintenance diet for me, and that's basically what free living means for me, anyways. Let's see. I bet you'll show muscle growth just with your regular protein. It could be. Yeah. I mean, I think I take in enough protein. I don't feel like I'm deprived in any way. Interesting about rice versus potatoes. Yeah, I mean, you know what? And I think that is, I think it's subjective. That's me personally. I did better with potatoes than rice. I still eat rice, and the whole time, like even when I was doing potatoes, not my potato and ketchup fast, obviously. That was just potatoes. But when I introduced potatoes as a mainstay, as a staple of my diet, I would still have rice on the weekends, but it would be 1 or 2 meals, not every meal, like 3 meals a day of rice. So, and I still like rice, love rice. I'm not cutting rice out of my diet. It's just not like a staple for me like potatoes. Do you ever use corn for your starch? I've been really enjoying fresh corn on the cob this summer. On the road, I haven't, but I'm having corn on the cob tonight, cooking it over the open fire. So I do love corn. I love corn on the cob because once it's cooked, I love taking it and just slicing it down, slicing the kernels off. But yeah, having corn tonight actually. Same, starved myself on OMAD. Yeah. That's why I made a video a couple weeks ago and said, like, does OMAD work for me? And it doesn't. And I understand. I'm not. I know I was getting into it with it's me, Mario. Hey, if OMAD works for you, that's great. To me, it just brings back the restrictive living mindset. It adds food noise, and I've worked too hard to get rid of food noise. So I'm happy to not do OMAD anymore. For me, it's much better. Okay, guys, I'm getting the fire looks ready to start cooking, so I'm gonna have to cruise here. This was fun. I enjoyed that. I like the I really enjoyed the interaction here. This was cool. So, you guys think? Should I do more lives? I found it's easier than like trying to come up with a topic, because as you know, I hate posting if I got nothing to say. Like, unless it's gonna bring value, it's just, what's the point? I'm not doing this to try and get a clientele. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. Thanks for jumping on here. This was fun. I really enjoyed that. So we'll catch you guys another time. Take care, and from the campsite here, guys. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. If I don't see you before the next week, bye bye.